It's late Thursday night, March 29, 2018. It's time now for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, March 29th, 2018. Good evening, everybody. Peter Wiggins today. Thursday night, it's 11 o'clock, and it's 48 degrees in North Massachusetts. Top stories on Peter Channel 11 o'clock news is Derek Jeter's first in as Browns corner didn't go quite as planned. President Trump's pick to head Veterans Department faces skepticism over his experience. Tesla looked like the future, now some ask if it has one. Federal prosecutor evaluating alleged FBI DOJ wrongdoing knows second special constable now, according to Jeff Sessions. EPA prepares rollback rules requiring cars to be cleaner and more efficient. Laura Ingram faced a workout apologize for Taunton and Parkland survivor David Ogg. Dolphins South Korea agree as they're later to hold a tournament on April 27 in the DMZ. Syria wars. France offers to mediate between Turkey and Kurds. Venezuela, a cusp of tragedy, is shaken again by horrific jail fire. The amount of fan mail and the Parkland shooter is receiving is unreal. Off-duty officer in Kentucky shot and killed by a suspect pretending to be a cop according to police in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Sacramento, California hopes to set a national example after Stephon Clark shooting. Under Armour says 150 million MyFitnessPal accounts breached. Coffee must carry cancer warning, California judge rules. Californians to take their coffee with a cancer warning, and Trump attacks Amazon saying it does not pay enough taxes. Like that, stocks down, up 254.69 points to 24,103.11. SP 5 up 35.87 points at 2640.87, and Nasdaq up 140.22 points at 7063.44. Lawyer said suspect didn't know coins he pawned were from Grunk's Foxborough home. Islanders and Kings named floor hockey champions of the Don Lale Floor Hockey Tournament at the Taunton Boys and Girls Club. Magnet Sand Company gets tax break into $1 million expansion in Taunton. Pride Incorporated expands work program in Taunton. Randolph School Superintendent tapped the lead New Bedford system. In Brockton. On North Warren Avenue, a school bus with 60 students rear-ended in North Brockton. Stunning dinosaur discovery as experts made an Earth for baby dinosaur fossil in Montana. Digital Gold Box 2 launches with a SpaceX for Imagine Fleet. Chinese space station is tumbling toward an Easter Sunday crash. Street signs, billboards, magnets lead Clarksville men to kidney donor. A man kidding. Peter Channel News time is 11 o'clock on this late Thursday night. Time now for a sports report. The Boston Bruins are the new kings in the Atlantic for the moment as they defeat the Tampa Bay Lightning at the TD Garden 4-2. As the Bruins are now 1 point ahead of the Tampa Bay Lightning for first place in the Atlantic Division. As the Bruins are ahead 1 point ahead of Tampa Bay in the Atlantic Division, while the Boston Red Sox open up the 2018 regular season under brand new coach Alex Cora under a wrong foot as they fall to Tampa Bay Rays down to St. Pete 6-4, and the Not Lancers boys volleyball team open up the season at 9 with a 3-0 loss to Braintree. Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid could miss the first round in the playoffs with a facial fracture. Giancarlo Stanton tries to debut. The Yankees beat Blue Jays 6-1. Astros George Springer leads off winning with a homer, and Wayne Griffin are making it back well before NFL draft. Peter Channel News time is 11:01 on this late Thursday night. Time now for Peter Channel traffic and transit check. Baby! MBTA subway commuter rail and ferries, they are looking good. Okay, look at the highways and byways of New England on this late Thursday night. 95 northbound side, Lowell on Route 165 in Exeter. And 138 westbound side, Lowell on Jamestown Bridge, but otherwise, it's looking good in Rhode Island. And 185 westbound side, Lowell Westport. 485 southbound side, so between Bay Street and Taunton, and Route 138 in Raynham. And Route 3 in the southbound side, so Hanover Stretch. Southern Expressway, southbound side, so between Boston and down to Dorchester, Mass Pike and both ends back between South Boston and Logan Airport. Westbound Mass Pike, back to Whitey, the also back tolls, 93 at northbound side, Lowell and Hanover Stretch around Route 495. Central Massachusetts highways are looking good, 391 at the northbound side, Lowell and Holyoke. Highways and byways are connected are looking good. Main traffic on both ends back between Lawson and Augusta. Falmouthsboro and both ends of the eastbound side. Little around 295 up in Port Maine and Interstate 89. 91 on the southbound side. Little on 7 Quebec headed towards after getting with an upstate Vermont and Highway 59. Northbound side. So 7 Quebec headed towards Montreal. Pewter Cello News time. 11:02 on this late Thursday night. Time now for a weather report. And outside, it is little sprinkles outside wall. Looking at the radar, satellite open, it shows a line of rain showers stretching the line from northern New England and all the way down through the Florida Gulf Coast and off the Louisiana, tip of the Louisiana coast. Then another line of showers and storms from Mississippi all the way down to central Tennessee. And another line of rain showers stretching the line from Missouri, eastern Missouri, all the way down to Ontario and end up in the southern Quebec. And seeing some little batches of snow flurries in the north central portions of Ontario and the northeastern portions of Ontario. Temperature spread, it's in the upper 40s in southern New England, while it's in the 30s to 45 in northern New England. Alright, taking a look at looking at the weather outside on this Thursday night. It is a misty night, and it is a little bit foggy outside and visibility is low, so if you're driving overnight, be careful to take extra caution because it is going to be a foggy and misty night. And with the dew point nearly identical to the temperatures, expect it to be a foggy night. Right now, with Naughton at the 11:03 p.m., 47 degrees on temperature, humidity 45%. Humidity 92%, barometer 29 inches, falling swelling, wind speed east southeast, and it's calm. Okay, look at the forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, there's a drizzle after 1 a.m. There's a dense fog after 1 a.m. While it's clouds got about low at 48 degrees, calm wind becoming in southeast wind 5 miles an hour. Friday, there's a drizzle and a slight chance of showers before 10 a.m. and then a shower likely mean between 10 a.m. and 1 p.m. There's a dense fog before 11 a.m. Otherwise, clouds got about 60 degrees and southwest about 6 to 9 miles an hour. Wind gusts at 21 miles an hour, anticipation 6%. New precipitations between 10 and an inch possible. Friday night, a chance of shower Maine before 10 p.m. Clouds got the Grassman Park clouds got about 36 degrees. Northwest wind about 6 to 9 miles gust at 21 miles an hour. Anticipation 30%. New precipitations between less than 10 inch possible for Saturday. Sunday, the most gusts go at 55 about 39 degrees. Northwest about 6 miles an hour. Shifting southward about 6 to 9 miles an hour for Sunday. Partly Sunday, the Park clouds got about 53, low about 29 degrees. Monday, most of Sunday, the Park clouds got about 47, low about 31 degrees. For Tuesday, chance of showers at 11 a.m. Mostly clouds got about 50, about 41 degrees. Anticipation 40%. Wednesday, chance of showers, mostly clouds got about 52, about 28 degrees, anticipation 50%, and for Thursday, most of the sun got about 44 degrees, and that is gonna be it for the Peter Channel 11 o'clock news on this late Thursday night, March 29th, 2018. Viewers, hope you have a good night with a good party to do, and I'll see you tomorrow morning with more report. Hope you have a good night.